Welcome to live coverage of Republic Tigers baseball. And we join the top of the first inning in progress as the Tigers are facing the Marquette Mustangs out of St. Louis. Cole Isles on the hill. And as we tune in here, the Mustangs have a runner on second base with one out. Sean Keegan, the leadoff hitter, doubled into right field. And then Max Harris, the shortstop, hitting second, flied out to left, and that was to Gunnar Ellison. So Isles delivers to the number 3 hitter who fouls it off. That's Dominic Anselmo, the third baseman. And on deck, Darion Lay, the first baseman for the Mustangs. Mustangs are 2-2, and there's a line drive into right field, and it is caught.
Great catch by Schroeder in right field.
Good catch by Drew Schroeder,
out of the inning.
Who's playing right field.
I'll bring up number 5.
And that's 2 down.
Darion Lay.
Here in the top of the first inning. Tigers won a thriller over Lebanon earlier today, and you can find that on our YouTube channel. You want to tune in to the, I think it was the top of the 6th for a crazy play involving Connor Sandridge trying to score on a ground ball. Watch that and then skip ahead to the last inning. Or you can watch the whole thing. I mean, it won't bother me. But those were a couple of the highlights. Curveball by Isles drops in, and it's 0-2 to Darion Lay. On deck, Alex Muscle, the designated hitter. Next pitch from Isles, a curveball sliced into deep right field. Going back is Schroeder. It's over his head. It's going to score a run. And a good piece of hitting as taking the breaking ball the other way was Lay, and he doubles. So 2 doubles in the first inning, and it's an RBI for Lay and a 1-0 lead for Marquette.
He just pulled off the
RBI
the old saying, trade places
Lay.
with him to a T right there.
Yeah,
you put one,
right.
You put one
Now
over the right fielder's head, you get a double, and then a couple batters later, exact same spot and the same result. Only this time, 1 run comes across the score.
So Alex Muscle, the designated hitter, steps in. 2 outs, runner on second base, and a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Tigers 3-1 after the win earlier today against Lebanon, and the Mustangs are 2-2. They were 1-2 before today. Won their earlier game as part of this leadoff classic. And now a 1-2 count on Muscle, and he pops it up over on the left side of the infield, and a great play by Beckner as he runs in and makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So Isles leaves one stranded at second base, but not before the Mustangs
fly out to
score a run to take a 1-0 lead.
The Mustangs.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the bottom of the first inning after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
There was a time when these kids didn't have access to health care at school. If they needed a doctor, someone had to take them. Not anymore. In more than 15 counties throughout Missouri, Cox Health now offers virtual visits in school, so parents won't have to change plans or leave work to get their kids quality care. And kids, well, they can get back to school and learning and thriving. Virtual visits in schools from Cox Health. It's the right thing.
Connor Sandridge steps in to lead off the bottom of the first inning. And he takes the called strike.
You mentioned that crazy play at the plate that was worth watching in the first game against Lebanon, and it was Connor Sandridge. It was the culprit of that one. He provided the entertainment, and he had a good first game of the day.
Yeah, he did. And the Tigers got a win 3-2 in 8 innings. No scoring. It flew along.
Until it didn't.
Until the 8th. And then Lebanon scored 2 in the top of the 8th. And then 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Ground ball to second. And that is an out as Sandridge is retired 4-3. And it brings up Gunnar Ellison.
Base 4-3 for the first out of the inning. And brings the bat. The left fielder.
Ellison, the left fielder.
Number 1, Gunnar Ellison.
And Gavin Beckner will be on deck. Beckner playing third base. There's a swing and a pop up the line, and well out of the reach of any of the fielders for Marquette. And it's 1 strike to start things off for Gunnar Ellison. Beckner pitched a great game. Didn't get the win, but he went 7 innings, struck out 10, didn't allow a run, allowed only 2 hits. And there's a rip down the line, foul just outside of third. He turned on it. And it's 0-2 to Ellison.
Beckner's pitching performance in that first game of the day, that's about as tough as a no decision as you will see in your life. I mean, complete game, no runs allowed, and then it just happened to go extra innings.
Yep.
And that was that. But, yeah, fantastic game from Beckner.
Ball in the dirt, and that makes the count 1-2 as Beckner waits on deck. Anybody gets on, it'll be Trace Harrington. Next pitch is inside by Rusty Graves. Graves, the lefty, gets the nod for Marquette tonight in the nightcap. 7:30 start. This is a lot later than these guys are used to playing. And there's a swing and a rip through the hole on the left side. Ellison got a good cut at it and pounded it past the third baseman. And he's on base with 1 out.
Now batting for the Tigers, the third baseman, number 7, Gavin Beckner.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front of that breaking pitch from Graves, and did a nice job of waiting back enough to keep that one fair as he hugged it down the third baseline and got a lot of velo on that one off of the bat, and first hit of the night.
And that pitch is called strike. 0-1. Ellison has speed. He can run. He got 5 stolen bases through the first 4 games of this season. Pitch is high, and catcher got it hung up in his glove. That was Andrews, and it's another stolen base for Ellison. So he's in scoring position for Beckner with 1 out. Beckner calls timeout. Now he steps back in. And that one is low in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Good play there. And it counts 2-1 to Beckner.
Ellison thought about taking off when he saw that one down in the dirt.
Yeah.
I think he ended up making the right decision, as that one did not skip far enough away to be safe about going down to third base.
Swing and a shot into the gap. I think that's going to get down, and it may not roll to the fence, but it splits the outfielders. Ellison will score easily, and it's a double and an RBI for Gavin Beckner. No doubt about that one.
RBI double for Gavin Beckner.
And maybe the bats will break out a little bit after a slow
now batting for the
couple of
Tigers,
games.
number
They were
21,
shut out
the
in the second
designated hitter,
game up at Columbia
Trace
Rockbridge on
Harrington.
Saturday against the Bruins.
Not a whole lot of barrels were found in that first game of the day either today.
No, yeah, they didn't score until the 8th inning there, so.
And that was basically all hit by pitches and walks.
Right, it did not hit. I think they might have had 6 hits, but they were scattered, and a couple of them were infield hits.
And
there were some bloopers.
We've seen more gappers in this one than we saw in the whole first game
yeah,
combined.
I think you're right. Harrington waits, and he swings and misses. In the first game, Harrington was 0 for 3 until he came up in the 8th inning. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded and got an RBI out of it. And that one is inside. Gets away from the catcher, but no way for Beckner to advance. Harrington is the DH in this game, and Burks playing first base. So those two kind of will sometimes flip-flop those positions. And the pitch is inside, and it hit Harrington again. So he's been hit twice in a row. Last plate appearance of the first game, and now he's hit here.
I guarantee you that one right now was preferable
now
to the one before. I know it was a big spot in the last one, and you do anything you can to get on base, but that one was in on the forearm wrist area, and Stewart was on the mound at the time for Lebanon, and he was bringing some heat, so that one did not feel good.
First pitch to Tyler Burks is a called strike.
Beckner had a huge secondary lead going right there at second base, and don't think Marquette's going to let that happen again.
Burks was hit by 2 pitches, including the game winner. No, that wasn't the game winner. That was the game tire that he was hit with, I believe.
It was Isles.
It was Isles,
worked the walk.
And a swing and a high fly ball into center field. Center fielder is over. Runners tag. I don't think they're going to advance. No, they don't. And that's a fly out by Tyler Burks. Second out of the inning. And it brings up Cole Isles with a chance to put the Tigers on top. But 2 outs and runners at first and second.
Number 10, the pitcher, Cole Isles.
We are set up inside for the second game. We decided setting everything up outside was we're not gluttons for punishment, so we decided to come inside and enjoy the warmth. So we are shooting through the screen in the press box, which makes it look a little darker than it normally would, maybe not quite as clear as normal. So don't adjust your set. It's on our end.
The setup is definitely easier outside, but I'll take what I can get when it's cold out.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't have if the screen popped out, which we weren't able to do before the game, this would not be a bad setup. Next pitch to Isles is a called strike, and he is behind in the count, 1-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, and we're tied 1-1. Games tomorrow at Willard. We will not be live streaming either one of those. It's a 10 o'clock start and a swing and a miss by Cole Isles, and then a 5:30 game in the evening as Isles strikes out to end the inning. But the Tigers strike back. They score a run. Ellison singles, steals a base, and comes in on
no errors. 2 runners left on base.
Hit by
your score
Beckner.
After 1 complete inning of play.
And after 1, we're tied at 1. Back with the
Mustangs
second inning after this.
Tigers
You're watching
won.
Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Looking to sell or trade your car? Penninger Chevrolet may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Penninger Chevrolet has the knowledge with no hassle or gimmicks to make your car shopping experience easy. Don't settle for what's left on a lot. Check out our selection of quality local trades at Penninger Chevrolet, and we may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Penninger Chevrolet in Republic, or view the complete inventory at PenningerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. We return to action, and Grant Peters stands in. Peters, the left fielder. And he swings and pops it up, foul out of play. And the count is even to him, 1-1. An RBI double by Darion Lay in the first inning. And an RBI in the top of the first, and an RBI double by Gavin Beckner in the bottom of the first. And we are all knotted up at 1. 2 hits apiece for the two teams, Marquette and Republic, going at it here in an early season matchup. And boy, it would be a great start for these Tigers. A little nubber foul outside of third. Great start for the Tigers if they could start the season at 4-1. Considering all of the players they graduated last year, a 4-1 start would be quite an accomplishment for Kurt Plotner and the Tigers. And that is a ball.
Yeah, you said if they come out of this game here 4-1, that's a better start than I would have had them penciled in for. Looking at the schedule and just knowing all the uncertainties coming into this season and all the talent that they lost last year. Obviously, that was a good team, but we kind of talked about it a little bit in the first broadcast. But it really feels like not just a year-to-year kind of a thing. It feels like more of a program shift that Coach Plotner has had in place that seems like they can sustain. And
there's a swing and a high fly ball to right field. Back goes Schroeder, and he makes the catch. And Grant Peters is retired on the flyout. Boy, these guys are hitting the ball in the air. Fly out to left, fly out to right, fly out to right. Among the outs so far.
Fly out to the right fielder, Andrew
nice change
Schroeder
of pace after all the ground balls that happened in that first game. Not a lot of action in the outfield.
Number 53, second baseman,
completely
Nick
different.
Peters.
Oh, that was a hack right there. Peters was looking to put one back out there.
Republic fans didn't like that call. It's a ball, and the count is even, 1-1. Isles gets it back and goes right back at it. And that pitch is swung on and missed by Nick Peters, number 53, the second baseman.
Don't see a lot of 53s on the diamond.
No. Must have been a late addition to the roster in spring training. And a curveball just misses. And Wyatt Woods tried to prompt the umpire to throw up that right hand and punch him out, but he didn't get it.
A couple of close ones that has not gone Isles' way in this at-bat, but looks like it shouldn't matter.
Swing and another pop-up. This one into center field. Lester in. He makes the catch in right center. And there are 2 gone.
Fly out to the center fielder, Garrett Lester.
Top of the second inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 1, Matthew Andrews.
Next up, Matthew Andrews. And if he can get on, it'll be Evan Fitzgerald. Andrews, the number 8 hitter in the order. And he takes the first pitch from Isles and swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. That's strike 1.
I mean, I think he did make the right call being in here. The press box door just got opened for a split second, and it got significantly colder.
It is cold out there. The sun went down, and it did not waste any time dropping. 1-1 the count to Matthew Andrews. Next one on the way for Miles, and that one stays high. Ball 2.
There's a strike, and that one more or less in the same location as the last step at, but time just did catch the corner.
2-2 the count, and the next one is a curveball, and he struck him out. Andrews ducked underneath it, and when he stood back up, the umpire's hand was making the out motion, and it was a surprise to him.
That's what you call a bender.
Watch this curveball again.
Tigers 1.
Just drops it right in, and that is a patented Cole Isles curveball. At the end of 1.5, we're tied at 1. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the Bank of Pancake Breakfasts, the Bank of New Best Friends, or the Bank of Fireside Memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnager Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
Garrett Lester leads off here in the bottom of the second inning, tied at 1. And it'll be Lester, Devin Hughes, and Drew Schrader. The bottom 3 in the order for the Tigers due up here in the bottom of the second inning. And back on the mound is Rusty Groves. Rusty Graves. Marquette commits, in my opinion, the worst offense you can commit with a roster. The names are in alphabetical order. Nobody needs the names in alphabetical order when they're at the game. They're looking people up by numbers. And that pitch is on the outside corner, a called strike. Some schools do it that way. Some schools do it by number.
I've seen.
So anyway, I couldn't find.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. There's definitely
no first names.
Not really the worst thing you could do, but hard to find a number. And Lester's going to beat it out. A little bobble, but I think he might have beaten it anyway. It was a slow roller. I'm giving him a hit. I don't know what anybody else is going to do, but base hit for Garrett Lester. So Lester's on to lead off the inning, and Devin Hughes comes to the plate. Still nobody out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3, Devin Hughes.
Yeah, Lester and Hughes, both guys that I hadn't seen play before that first game today, and I was impressed with both of them. They both had nice games, respectively. Mm-hmm. Lester was on base a lot of times, and Hughes with some timely trips on base, and I think he mixed in a hit in there, too, at the end of the game.
Strike call to start the at-bat, and the next one is inside off the plate, and the count is 1-1. At least that's the consensus opinion up here in the press box. None of us caught that first call, but we think it was a strike. I think I saw the hand go up. 1-1 the count. Lester gets his lead, and that pitch is high. 2-1 to Devin Hughes. Hughes in the first game was 1 for 3. A little harder to get a big lead or a good jump against that left-handed pitcher with Lester over on first base, and there's a swing and a miss by Hughes. And the count is 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Hughes chased one out of the strike zone, and he is out swinging. Second strikeout of the game for Rusty Graves.
Now batting for
Hughes
Republic,
got caught
the right
protecting
fielder,
a little bit too
number
much.
5,
Right there.
Andrew Schroeder.
Fastball high and away, too tempting for him.
So Schroeder bats with one out, and Lester's still on first base. Let's see if Lester tries to get down to scoring position. Swing and a miss by Schroeder. Schroeder played the second game of a doubleheader up in Columbia, and he played well, had a diving catch, diving in on a shallow fly ball in right field.
Speaking of those, I think Gavin Beckner, or no, it was Gunnar Ellison. Gunnar Ellison had a nice sliding catch in left field in that first game, and you were down there taking pictures. Did you get a nice shot of it?
Well, I got a shot of it. I haven't opened it up on a computer to see if it's in focus.
To be determined if it's nice or not.
Yep, 1-1, and there's a line drive into center field. That's going to get down, and it's going to send Lester over to third. And if the ball gets away, nope, they corralled it. Throw was offline. I thought maybe it would give Lester a chance to score. Instead, it's just first and third for the top of the order as Schroeder turned on it.
Single by Schroeder moves the runner to third.
And you can see Lester was rounding second base
Runners
as the center fielder made his way over there. And so it's first and third for the Tigers with just one out.
Second baseman,
and back to the top of the order in Connor Sandridge, who grounded out to second base his first time up. And let's see if Schroeder tries to take advantage and get to second base. Swung on and fouled back off to the right. In that first game, we talked about the interesting play at the plate involving Connor Sandridge. He was going to be tagged out. He, instead of sliding into the tag, leaped head first over the catcher, somersaulted behind the plate. He was called out because you can't do that in high school baseball.
But he was never tagged, and so he thought he was still in it.
Yeah, he was still playing, and then he got behind the umpire, was using the umpire to screen the catcher, so he wouldn't get tagged.
I whistled him for a moving screen.
Yes. And then eventually he dove for the plate, thinking the play was still live, knocked over the umpire, and then, well, that's the highlight. Sent the runner back to first because the ball, apparently, we found out after the game, ball's dead when the runner goes airborne like that to try to avoid the tag. 1-2 the count, and Sandridge takes it outside 2-2.
Yeah, you're never going to see a more interesting play at the plate than that one. I surely haven't seen one.
No, that was
never seen the umpire get taken down in the crosshairs of that.
And there's a chopper to second, and they're going to flip to second for the force out, but Sandridge makes it down to first. He reaches on a fielder's choice and has an RBI as Lester comes in to score, and the Tigers take the lead 2-1.
Fielder's choice scores a run.
And a nice job there from Sandridge. He grounded out to second base his first time up, and more or less does the same
Now
thing
batting,
here. Except
left
this time
fielder, number
he's got an
1,
RBI to show for it.
Gunnar Ellison.
Not trying to do too much right there, and just put it on the ground and let the speed do the work and get that second run on the board for the Tigers.
So Schroeder retired 4-6. Sandridge now at first base with 2 outs. And Gunnar Ellison comes in. He singled, stole a base, scored in the first. And he'll try to put the Tigers on top. And he watches a ball. Ball 1. And now the ball gets away from the catcher, and Sandridge is going to hustle all the way to third. And the ball got by him, but he will stay there. Oh, great play by Sandridge.
I was thinking as that ball was rolling that I was like, well, if you had speed, you could almost go first to third on one of these because it's a deep backstop here in Republic. And sure enough, I've never seen it happen before, but Connor Sandridge all the way around.
So now he's at third base with 2 outs, and we're going to get a visit to the mound. This is probably more of a kind of a talking to than a strategy session.
That'll happen when a runner goes first to third on a pitch.
Yeah, I said, yep, there's 2 outs. Hughes struck out, and then the fielder's choice on the force out. So 2 down, and the visit to the mound. Sandridge at third, and Ellison with a 2-ball, no strike count.
And Sandridge, eventful day running around the bases continues.
Yeah. Next pitch on the way, and a swing, and a little slow roller in front of the mound. No way, they throw him out, and everybody is safe. Sandridge stayed put at third.
A little closer than I thought
It was closer. I
actually.
said no way. I got no way they throw, and then I started
well,
thinking,
maybe
well,
there's a
how
way.
can I change this sentence because it's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But he does beat it out, and Ellison is 2 for 2.
I was watching through the screen, obviously, so I was just watching the pitcher. And
Now batting.
it took long enough to
Third
develop
baseman,
that I was
number
not
7,
expecting a throw to go
Gavin
over to first
Beckner.
base, and then when it did, it kind of caught me off guard there. And it was kind of close over at first base, but Ellison got plenty of wheels to beat that one out.
Yeah. So still 2-1, and the pitch to Beckner is outside. Beckner doubled and had an RBI in the first inning, and we'll try to add on to a 2-1 lead for the Tigers here against the Marquette Mustangs. Mustangs won their earlier game, so did Republic. And the next pitch to Beckner is swung on and missed. That was a good pitch to hit, and he just didn't connect. One ball, 1 strike. Next one is low. Catcher had to go down to get it. That's Matthew Andrews. Good play by him. Kept it in front, and it's 2-1. A little surprised that Ellison hasn't tried to run, but I guess left-handed pitcher makes that a little more challenging. And a timeout called by Beckner. Beckner is, I've already figured out early, and I'd forgotten this if it was like this last year. He's very impatient at the plate. If you don't pitch, he's calling timeout. If he can get it, he will step out. He's done that 3 or 4 times. I think he's done it 3 times today. And the next pitch is swung on and foul. They got a piece of it off the end of the bat. Counts even 2-2. So deuces wild for the Tigers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Sandridge at third, Ellison at first, and Gavin Beckner at the plate, trying to improve on a 2-1 lead.
And you didn't even say, guess what inning it is. We're in the bottom
And
of the second.
It's the bottom of the second inning, yeah. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. Beckner retired, and so are the Tigers. But they score another run, and they take the lead, 2-1 after 2. Tigers on top by a run. We'll be back with the third inning after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
After 2 complete innings of play, your Tigers 2, Mustangs.
Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com.
Top of the third inning. It's 9-1-2 in the order. Due up for Marquette. Bunt by Evan Fitzgerald. Isles comes in, gets it, and threw it in the dirt. And Burks couldn't scoop it. And down to second base goes Evan Fitzgerald. Boy, he is speedy down there. They would have had him if the throw was good, but he rounded the base and went to second in a hurry. And Evan Fitzgerald
now batting, the right fielder,
is on
number
base
3, Sean Keegan.
After the error by Isles, he's at second. And back to the top of the order, Sean Keegan. Keegan doubled his first time up. And it's 0-1 to him. And a called strike. Isles getting ahead of hitters. He did this so well against Rolla. And he's doing the same thing here against the Mustangs of Marquette. 0-2. And a breaking pitch misses outside. And a swing and a little looping line drive into right center field is going to score a run. It's a single and an RBI for Sean Keegan. And we are all tied up at 2 apiece. So 2 straight hits, well, an error, 2 straight runners reached
now
to
batting,
start
the shortstop, number 2, Max
this
Harris.
third inning.
Shows you how big those errors can be, right? You put a runner down on second base, and then what is just a single in the outfield turns into RBI.
And
for Keegan,
the grounder fair down the line. So an extra base hit, and second and third now after the double by Harris. So Harris stepped in and wasted no time and roping a double down the third baseline. And runners at second and third with nobody out.
Now batting for the Mustangs is the third baseman, number 4, Dominic Anselmo.
Dominic Anselmo, the third baseman, comes to the plate, and he takes the ball. Base open, and Anselmo, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. And he takes a strike. It's 1-1.
How many Anselmos do you know, just off the top of your head?
I know one. That's Dominic.
That's all I got, too.
Next pitch in the dirt, a big sweeping curveball. And the count is 2-1. That one missed, and it's 3 balls, 1 strike.
Anselmo draws the base on balls to load the bases.
Yeah, ball 4 sends Anselmo
now
down.
Batting, first baseman, number 5, Darion Lay.
And Darion Lay comes to the plate. He doubled his first time up. Big right-handed hitter, cleanup hitter in the lineup, and Isles will have to work out of trouble here. Beckner is in shallow at third, and the first pitch is up high. Ball 1, and Isles has lost a bit of the command that he had to start the game. Next one on the way. And that one in the dirt. Good play by Woods to keep it in front. Everybody has to stay put, but it's 2 balls, no strikes. And Isles is flirting with walking in a run here.
Well, he did. He did walk to get the win for the Tigers in the first game. So if he walks in a run here with the bases loaded, it all evens out at that point. He has it coming at this point.
Yeah, that's right. It's 3-0 though now, and
you just don't want to do it with the game on the line in the bottom of the 8th.
True. Next pitch is a strike on the outside corner. And a swing and a foul. Boy, I thought for a second that was going to get out in front of the plate, and Woods was going to be able to step on the bag and fire down to first.
Yeah, it looked like that one got him on the arm after, I think it landed in fair territory and then spun off his arm, so foul ball.
And a swing and a miss, a big curveball, and the strikeout of Lay gets Isles a step closer to working out of trouble here. That was a big pitch at a big time.
Yeah, you called it the patented Cole Isles curveball earlier, and that was it right there. That one really hard to handle
now
down in the zone.
The designated hitter.
A better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Fly ball down the line, long run, and it is going to drop fair in front of Ellison. And then the throw into third hits the runner, and everybody is safe. So everybody moves up a base on the single by Alex Muscle. He stepped in and immediately
hitter, number 27, Alex Muscle,
it down the line.
Now batting.
A lot of these Marquette hitters not messing around. They're putting the bat on the ball the first one they see.
Yeah.
Not the first time tonight.
So it's 3-2, and Marquette has retaken the lead, and there's a breaking pitch that caught the inside corner. Strike 1. 5 hits for each team. An error by the Tigers to go along with their 2 runs and 5 hits. And Isles delivers the next one, and it is outside with the curveball. 1-1 to Grant Peters. Peters flied out to right his last time up. If the Tigers can get out of this here with only trailing by 1 run, that's got to feel pretty good. And that one gets away from Woods, and I think it's going to score a run. Yep. Lots of foul territory back behind home plate. And Woods couldn't handle that one. The pass ball allows Harris to score.
And speaking of it evening out, the big backstop so far behind home plate that allowed Connor Sanders to go first to third a little while ago for the Tigers.
Yep.
Just caught up with them. And that pass ball, no chance that Woods was going to track that one down in time.
So it's 4-2 now, and a swing and a grounder up the middle, and a diving stop by Sandridge. Can he make the throw? He does!
What a play.
Connor Sandridge makes the play, but the run scores, And Connor Sandridge with a fantastic defensive play. That is probably the play of the year so far.
Great play by second
Saves a run,
baseman
too.
Connor Sandridge.
Leaves one on,
to get
leaves
the
that
out.
trail runner on third base, and so really a run-saving play right there. And if they can get out of this one, then Republic
Now
will feel pretty
batting,
good about themselves
the second
after
baseman,
limiting the
number
damage somewhat
53,
after the
Nick
bases loaded,
Peters.
no-out jam.
The hard part of that play is,
And spoke too soon.
hard part of that play I was going to say is popping up, but that pitch gets away, and another run comes in to score.
So they just prolonged it.
Right. Well, but they do have one more out than they would have had.
That's true.
And there's a swing and a little grounder, and it is an out. Sandridge.
Ground out to second in the inning. However, the Mustangs
the
scored
play.
5 runs on 3 hits, 1 error,
Mustangs
nobody left on base.
Score 5.
After 2.5 innings
After 2.5
of play,
innings, they now lead it 6-2
Mustangs 6.
over the Tigers. We're going to
Tigers
take a break
2.
and be back with more after this. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger.
Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports, and they'd love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:45. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12, and that begins at 6 o'clock. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook or online at destinychurch.me. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. Taylor Insurance is proud to sponsor Republic Tiger Sports. Since 1988, Tony Taylor and the people at Taylor Insurance have served Republic by protecting their clients just like they protect their own family members. And because it's an independent insurance agency, Taylor Insurance can offer you more options based on your specific needs. Call Taylor Insurance at 732-2345. That's 732-2345. And thanks to Taylor Insurance for sponsoring Republic Tiger Sports. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In the Republic area, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com.
Welcome back. Tigers trailing 6-2 after a 5-run inning by Marquette. And Trace Harrington will lead things off after being hit by a pitch his first time up. It's Harrington, Burks, and Isles due up for the Tigers, trailing by 4, 6-2, and a swing and a miss by Trace Harrington.
And Rusty Graves on the mound probably feeling pretty good about his spot. Always nice when your team puts up an unexpected 5 spot in the third inning, and then you can trot back out there and instead of trailing by 1, pitching pretty good through the first couple innings. Now you find yourself with a 4-run lead, and you can really settle in there and just pitch.
Swinging a long fly ball to center field, sends the center fielder back, and did he make the catch? No.
He had it for a second, then came out.
Landed, and now a chance to throw him out at third, but he makes it. A triple for Trace Harrington.
So you can settle in and just pitch unless Trace Harrington is going to blast a triple over the head of your center fielder. Then that doesn't really help you out very much. But
exactly.
I thought he ran that one down in center field, and that was going to be quite the catch. But
yeah, I thought he had it, but Harrington hustling all the way, makes it all the way to third base. And the leadoff triple has him there at third with Tyler Burks batting.
And that's the 6th hit of the night for the Tigers, and only 5 for Marquette. And Republic obviously has not hit that third inning yet. So really the other stuff that's hurting the Tigers right now.
Swing and a foul ball. Burks slide out to center field his last time. Waits for the next pitch from Graves, and he offered, and they say he went around on the breaking pitch off the plate. So 0-2 to Burks.
That's a tough one there, but it puts the home plate umpire in a tough spot because there's no appeal on that one. You can see the umpire there behind the mound, so
yeah,
it's all on the home plate umpire.
And there's a swing and a foul by Burks. Stays alive with Harrington down at third base after the leadoff triple. Nobody out, bottom of the third inning, and it's 6-2. Swing and a grounder to the left side under the glove of the third baseman. That's an error on the third baseman, and an RBI anyway for Tyler Burks, because the run would have likely scored when they threw over to first to get Burks out. So E6 puts Burks on first base, and he's there. Still nobody out.
Now batting for Republic, the pitcher, number 10.
That is a definition of through the
Cole
5-hole.
Yeah.
Just didn't stay down on it long enough, and would have scored the run anyway for the Tigers, but now he's sitting still with 0 outs on the board and a runner on first now in Tyler Burks.
And now a foul on the first pitch by Cole Isles. Isles struck out his first time up. Garrett Lester on deck for the Tigers. And that one catches the inside corner. Swing and a grounder to third. Runner was going, so no force out. And now they're going to try and take third, throw over there, and it's going to be a double play. So Burks tried to go first to third. He was running on the play and ends up being a double play. And the Tigers run themselves out of an inning. Isles is out 5-3, and Burks is out 5-3-6.
Center fielder, number 27, Garrett Lester.
Run themselves out of a rally, rather, not out of the inning yet with 2 outs.
Yeah, and a little bit too much aggression there on the base path.
Yeah.
From Burke, still down 3 runs in that one. You gotta know that you moving from second to third really doesn't do much at that point. It's still going to take one in the outfield to score you either way.
1 ball count to Lester, and he takes that one on a strike. Count even at 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and the Tigers trailing 6-3. Double play kind of put a damper on what was shaping up to be a promising inning for the Tigers, and there's a swing and a foul off to the left.
Oh, that's a great pitch.
Yep, and a strike, and ends the inning. So Lester down on strikes, and the Tigers manage only 1 run. 1 run on
In the bottom of the third, the Tigers score
an
1
error,
run on 1 hit, 1
and
error,
nobody left on base. We go to the
Score
4th,
after 3 complete innings
and
of play.
Marquette is on top.
Mustangs 6,
6-3. We'll be back with more
Tigers
after
3.
this on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools, or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Matthew Andrews leading it off for Marquette. Top of the fourth inning. And Cole Isles back on the mound. Called strike to start things off, and then a check swing. And that one's a strike as well. And Andrews in the hole, 0-2. Swing and a little looper off the end of the bat. Right to the shortstop, Devin Hughes, who makes the catch. And there's one gone in the fourth.
I saw the angle off the bat, and I
Now
started to
batting
move the
for
camera
the
really fast.
Mustangs is the center fielder.
And it just
Number 11,
died. It was,
Evan
as you said, just right
Fitzgerald.
off the end of the bat.
One and one the count now. Fitzgerald takes the ball. 2-1. Fitzgerald reached on the error on the bunt attempt. I think he would have been out if the throw had been on line. But Isles' throw was a little bit off the mark, and he ended up at second base, came around to score. And he fouls that one off. Count remains 2-2. Sean Keegan, leadoff hitter on deck. He's 2 for 2 in this game.
That's what you want from the leadoff man.
Yeah. Next pitch from Isles is a breaking pitch. He broke that one off. Good job of fighting it off by Fitzgerald, and he stays up there. There's a swing and a grounder to short. Hughes bobbles it, picks it up, no throw. So Fitzgerald is on an error for a second time, and that speed would have made it tough, but I think he'd have been out. And another error on the Tigers. Second error of the game, and the second time that Fitzgerald has benefited. And he's down at first base with one out. And Sean Keegan, leadoff hitter, steps in for Marquette. Doubled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the third.
Yeah, and Fitzgerald really moves down the line.
3, Sean Keegan.
So I think that was part of the issue there. Hughes saw him moving down the line and thought that he had to get rid of that one quick, and he did, but unfortunately just couldn't quite make the transition cleanly. And as you said, the second time tonight that Fitzgerald has used his speed to get in the heads of the Republic defense a little bit.
Swinging a hard hit ball to short. Hughes backhands, throws to second, and he threw it behind Sandridge. And everybody's going to be safe, and it'll be runners at first and third on the error by Hughes. So a tough inning for Hughes. It allows Fitzgerald to go to third. They'd have had him at second. But it's first and third with the one out. And Max Harris comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored, doubled his last time
Now
up.
batting for the Mustangs.
Ended up
shortstop,
scoring on a pass ball.
number
Defense
2,
has not
Max
been
Harris.
very good in this one for the Tigers, and they have had another game like that. That was the game against Columbia Rockbridge.
Yeah, and a really good defensive outing in the first game today against Lebanon. A really solid outing, and that was one where the ball is in play, especially on the ground, a whole lot.
Yeah, seems like it's either feast or famine. They're putting
Here's
all their
another
errors.
chance.
Yep, so chance for a double play, and they get it. The scoop by Burks, the turn by Sandridge, and it was all started by Hughes, and the double play gets the Tigers and Isles out of trouble.
Double play to end the inning. The Mustangs scored no runs.
Hughes stayed down on it. Sandridge had plenty of time because the ball was hit so hard.
Hits, 2
and
errors.
then a nice play to finish it off by Burks. And
One
the
runner left on
6-4-3 double play ends the top of the 4th inning. We go to the
After
bottom of the
3.5
4th,
innings
and
of
Marquette
play,
is on top,
your score
6-3.
remains.
Back with more after this on Republic Tigers.
Looking to sell or trade your car? Henniger Chevrolet may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Henniger Chevrolet has the knowledge with no hassle or gimmicks to make your car shopping experience easy. Don't settle for what's left on a lot. Check out our selection of quality local trades at Henniger Chevrolet, and we may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Henniger Chevrolet in Republic, or view the complete inventory at HennigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300.
Hughes.
Devin Hughes with a chance to redeem himself after a couple of errors in the top half of the inning. Leads it off here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to him is a ball.
Good chance for Hughes to start the track to making up for those errors in this one. If you lace a leadoff double, then pretty quick to forget, I would think.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. One and 2 to Hughes. Next one is swung on and fouled back, out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Hughes has some good at-bats today that he's put up. I feel like he's going to have the numbers on it, obviously, but fouling off a lot of pitches, staying in a lot of at-bats.
Yep.
There's at least a third foul ball in this at-bat alone.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And nobody out as Hughes leads off here in the 4th inning. And he takes a bad swing at a pitch in the dirt, and he is retired on the throw down to first. So 1 out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Andrew Schroeder.
Schroeder stands in. Base is empty and takes a fastball up and away. 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Marquette. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors for the Tigers. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. As Rusty Graves caught the corner on that one. That one is on the inside corner. Schroeder looks back, doesn't like the call, doesn't say anything, just turns away in disgust. And it's 1-2.
Yeah, I think the look did enough. The umpire got its point.
And he swings and lines it up the middle. The second baseman is over. Backhands, throws high but out. And Schroeder is retired, 4-3. So the first 2 are out.
Now batting for Republic, the second baseman, number 24, Connor Sandridge.
Swing and a shot off the foot of the pitcher, Graves.
Well, that one had eyes.
And it bounds all the way over behind first base. That was hit hard. And we'll probably have a visit to the mound to check on Graves.
Not a kick save and a beauty as that one ended
up
being the single.
Hard hit ball. I think he's going to be able to walk it off, but yeah, bounced all the way back behind the first baseman. And Sandridge is on. A 2-out single for Connor Sandridge. That was just hit so hard he couldn't get out of the way.
The foot's always one that if you catch it right, you can take a pretty hot shot and be okay with it. You know, if you really kick it off the back of the foot or it goes off the cleat or something like that. But if it catches you on the ankle, then that one not going to feel good.
So a runner on first now for Ellison, and they're going to let Graves take at least one or two pitches. That one's in the dirt.
Yeah, not really warm-up pitches, but
yeah, I just
was with you.
Test it out. And after that one, he says, yeah, I'm feeling all right. So he'll go back at it. Good to see that he's okay. And Ellison will stand in. Ellison singled, stole a base, scored in the first, singled, and was stranded in the second. Now bats in the bottom of the fourth. And he takes a strike from Graves.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 1, Gunnar Ellison.
Looked to me like Ellison might have been taking that one all the way after. Always a smart move after the pitcher takes one like that. You want to see if he can find the zone again, and obviously he could there, and that one might push Sandridge over. And no, he stays put.
Yep, Sandridge didn't get a good jump. I don't think he's communicating with the first base coach, and I think that he's indicated from kind of the way he looked like he was saying he didn't realize it had gotten away because of the angle.
He probably came back and first base coach down there saying, hey, where are you at? Why are you still standing over here?
That one does get away. He was going anyway.
Quick to take off.
Yeah, so I think he was going. I'm going to mark it as a stolen base in my book because I think he was stealing when the ball was in the dirt.
Yeah, that would have been quite the secondary lead and quite the jump that he would have got. Those were quick reflexes on that.
2-1 now the count to Ellison, and he's got Sandridge in scoring position. Would be nice to get at least a run here to cut into this 3-run lead. And a swing and a miss by Ellison. Counts even 2-2. Bottom of the fourth inning, Tigers trailing by 3. And that one is inside and a little low. 3-2. So a full count to Ellison as Gavin Beckner waits on deck. Beckner has doubled and struck out tonight. It's been a long day of baseball. Started at 2:30, and then there was a JV game in between Marquette and Republic. That ball in the dirt. Ellison draws a walk. He's on base again. And runners at first and second for Beckner. Marquette won the JV game, incidentally.
Now batting,
Yeah, it
the
has been a
third
long day
baseman,
of
number
baseball.
7.
Came over here to watch a
Gavin
baseball game,
Beckner.
went home, caught a bit of a baseball game on TV, and drove right back over here for another baseball game. That's pretty much been my day.
6-3 the score. And Graves checks the runner at second. That's Sandridge, and delivers. And a swing and a fly ball to center field. It was kind of off the end of the bat, I think, and the center fielder has to come in, but he gets there. And Evan Fitzgerald makes the play. So Beckner is retired, and that ends the inning. We go to the fifth. Tigers still trailing 6-3. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
Back to work goes
Dominic
Cole Miles
Anselmo.
in the top of the fifth inning. Dominic Anselmo steps in. Walked his last time, came around to score. He flied out in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored. Umpire heads over to the Marquette dugout to have a conversation about something or other.
Your guess is as good as mine.
My guess is probably worse than yours. Next one for Miles is, I think it was intended to be a curveball. It never curved.
Just the ball.
No, it was just a ball. That's right. And that's a breaking pitch that missed. And that one is a called strike. So that was a strike on 3-0 and no other count, I think. One of those.
That's exactly what that was.
Get it in there close on 3-0, it's probably going to be called a strike.
And they start to feel for you at that point. You throw 3 balls and it expands about 4 inches on each side.
Anselmo bloops it down the line. It's going to drift foul down the right side, and it's a full count. 3-2, nobody out, top of the fifth. My scoreboard has changed. Ignore the teams and the score right now. Finally got the count fixed as
That's a tough trip to the plate for Anselmo.
Strikes out looking to lead things off.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5, Darion Lay.
Yeah, the score is 6-3, and so the scoreboard just said, we're going to simplify that. It's basically 3-0 at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and now Rockbridge is the home team. It somehow went back in time to Saturday's scoreboard. High fly ball into center field. Garrett Lester barely had to move. He retires Darion Lay, and there are 2 gone here in the 5th inning. So we'll just remove the scoreboard
now batting
for now and
Marquette, number 27,
figure
the
out what we're
designated
doing.
hitter, Alex Muscle.
Alex Muscle is 1 for 2. He singled and scored his last time up. Hits it into shallow center, and in comes Lester. Reaches up, makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for the first time for
And
second time
go down in order
for
on
Isles.
the
And at
top
the
of the
end of
fifth.
4.5,
No runs,
Tigers trail it
hits, no
6-3.
errors, no
Back
runners
with
left
more
on
after
base.
this on
The score
Republic Tiger
remains after
Sports.
4.5 innings of play. Mustangs 6, Tigers 3.
Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com.
Number 21, designated hitter, Trace Harrington.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Trace Harrington leads things off for Republic, and he takes a called strike. It's Harrington, Burks, and Isles due up in the bottom of the fifth inning, and new pitcher is Josh Lee for Marquette. So 4 innings of work and 3 runs allowed, 7 hits by the starting pitcher for Marquette, Rusty Graves. 0-2 the count, and now a ball to Harrington.
I'd imagine that Graves would still be in the game, too, if he hadn't taken that liner off the foot last inning. He was going pretty good, but...
Yeah, and there's a ball in the dirt. Harrington swings and misses. They'll throw down to first, and the ball is dropped, picked up, and he picked it up in time. So Harrington is retired on the strikeout, and there's one gone.
Could also just be that you're in the tournament. You know, we haven't watched all of Marquette's games, so he might have not had as much availability as we thought.
And he had
Now
thrown a lot of
the Tigers
pitches.
would be the
That's true,
first
too.
baseman, number 13.
Yeah, giving up 7 hits.
Tyler Burks.
And he's a junior, so not an underclassman where his pitches would be more limited by the rules. But still, who knows what he'd thrown earlier in the week. And Tyler Burks steps in. He flew out to center his first time up, reached on an error, and then was out trying to stretch an advancement to second into an advancement to third. And he was out on a 5-3-6 double play. Takes the ball, and it's 2-0 to Tyler Burks. Cole Isles on deck. And a swing and a little blooper over the pitcher's head.
Oh.
And talk about seeing eye single. Burks gets to first, and it goes into the dugout, and he will cruise down to second.
You've seen quite the spread of infield singles in this game.
Hit them where they ain't, and that is exactly what
They
he
ain't there.
did.
That one kind of died, too, once it just kind of shot over the head there and then just sits down.
Yeah,
Now
it actually
batting,
took
pitcher, number
bounced
10,
the one direction
Cole
that would make it even
Isles.
harder for the second baseman to get to it. Bounced away from him. So, yep, a single and then an error on the second baseman allows him to advance. And Cole Isles comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position. And the Tigers down 6-3. First pitch to Isles is a ball. 1-0. Josh Lee, the new pitcher. We've already seen today in the first game how it can sometimes be a little dicey when you change pitchers at the high school level. Lebanon changed pitchers, brought out presumably their ace reliever in the 8th, and he could not find the strike zone. By the time they got him out of there, it was too late, and the Tigers came back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to beat Lebanon 3-2.
That was essentially the setup man in the 7th for Lebanon, and then they go to the closer with the lead in the 8th, and then the closer couldn't get the job done. They bring the setup man back out there, and he couldn't quite get him out of trouble either. 1
ball, 2 strikes now after a curveball strike. Next pitch on the way is swung on and missed. That one's in the dirt as well, and the catcher tags him out.
Umpire made like 3 calls right there. Saw out and then safe to signify that it was in the dirt, and then immediately another out call as the tag was applied right away.
Garrett Lester.
3 different calls in a span of about a second and a half.
Shortstop tries to sneak in, and then a ball to Garrett Lester. Lester singled and scored in the 2nd inning. He struck out looking in the 3rd, and he bats here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trying to get that run home to make the lead a little bit smaller as we enter the last innings of this one. That one's in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Lester waits, long look, and the pitch is high, a fastball, and it's 3-0 to Lester. On deck is Devin Hughes.
And you look up at the scoreboard, Republic's been consistent with the run scoring in this one. The run in the first 3 innings, it's just that Marquette 5-run 3rd inning that has kept them in this one. They haven't scored since then and only had 1 before that. So,
ball 4 to Lester, and so it's runners at 1st and 2nd for Devin Hughes. Hughes has struck out twice
now
in this
batting,
one.
The shortstop.
And a couple errors in the field to his name,
Devin
too. So
Hughes.
nice time for a ball in the outfield grass.
Yeah, good opportunity to turn things around in this one for both himself and his teammates as they trail 6-3, and he takes a strike over the inside half. 0-1 to Hughes. Harrington struck out to lead off the inning. Burks singled, went to 2nd on an error, and then after a strikeout to Isles, Lester walked, and now Hughes has a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Drew Schroeder on deck. From the stretch, the pitch, and a curveball dropped in. That was a nasty curveball. That was a 12-6 curveball. It just dropped straight down, and you don't see that a lot at the high school level. Normally, you got a little horizontal movement along with the vertical. 1-2 the count, and he did it again, and he dropped it in there. Hughes thought it was inside, but Hughes has struck out for the 3rd time, that time looking, and he's retired.
No runs,
so no runs,
hit, 1 error,
1 hit, there was an error,
base.
and 2 runners left for the Tigers. At the end of 5, it's 6-3 Marquette.
6,
and the Mustangs
3.
come back to bat after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tigers.
Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Destiny Church is a proud sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports, and they'd love to have you join them in person at 526 East Harrison behind McAllister's, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:45. There's also a Wednesday youth service for grades 6 to 12, and that begins at 6 o'clock. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook or online at destinychurch.me. Southern Sun Electric is a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. Taylor Insurance is proud to sponsor Republic Tiger Sports. Since 1988, Tony Taylor and the people at Taylor Insurance have served Republic by protecting their clients just like they protect their own family members. And because it's an independent insurance agency, Taylor Insurance can offer you more options based on your specific needs. Call Taylor Insurance at 732-2345. That's 732-2345. And thanks to Taylor Insurance for sponsoring Republic Tiger Sports. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In the Republic area, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state.
Peters.
Top of the sixth inning for Marquette. Grant Peters to lead it off, and a new pitcher for the Tigers is Landon Carter. And the first pitch from Carter is off the plate. Ball one. That one just missed. Carter came in against Hillcrest and struggled with his control. He had a very good offseason, according to Kurt Plotner, and was really moved up in the depth chart at the pitching position, thanks to a lot of hard work in the offseason. That pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. And then that one is a strike too. It's 1-2.
First curveball I think we've seen from Carter, and it was a pretty good one right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Grant Peters, and that one is in the dirt, away, 2-2. Grant Peters, Nick Peters, and Matthew Andrews due up, and there's a swing and a foul out of play, right side. It's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the lineup due up in this inning for Marquette. Carter trying to keep things right where they are. Tigers trailing 6-3, and he got him on an off-speed pitch. Good pitch by Carter. Yep. And Peters is down on strikes, and he's 0 for 3.
Now batting the second baseman, number 53.
Watch this pitch
Nick
by Carter.
Peters.
Yeah, nicely done, right on the inside corner. Protecting with 2 strikes, obviously, and not much to be done about that one.
Realized too late he had to swing at it, and he goes down on strikes, and Nick Peters stands in. And that one is ripped foul just outside the third base bag. No balls, 1 strike to Nick Peters. Peters also 0 for 2. It's been mostly the top of the order that's done the damage.
Yeah.
Bottom of the order. Peters, number 6, is 0 for 3. Nick Peters is 0 for 2, the 7-hitter. Matthew Andrews 0 for 2. Evan Fitzgerald has been on base twice, but both times on errors, so he's 0 for 2 also. He did score a run.
A little bit of a conversation right there. I think Wade Woods was trying to get an appeal down to first base, and it was unsuccessful.
Next pitch is ripped down the third base line, and that's going to drop. And it is going to be extra bases. Ellison over to get it, and he made that somewhat close.
That's a pretty good throw. Just a little bit off the line, and I think it would have been a little bit late anyway. But.
Yeah. So a double for Nick Peters has him in scoring position with one out, and Matthew Andrews steps to the plate. Watch the tail end of that. Ellison.
And now batting the catcher.
Was a good throw, even though a little bit offline. Got to it quickly.
I like the play from Sandridge there. He might have been able to stay on the bag and catch that one off of one hop, but not worth it in that situation, as I think Peters would have been able to slide in safely ahead of the play anyway, so a nice job to come off the bag and make sure that we've caught that one. We've seen our fair share of errors in this one, so might as well glove it.
Ball 1 to Andrews, and the next pitch stays inside. That's ball 2. 2-0 to Matthew Andrews. 6-3 the score. And Marquette trying to add on to that 3-run lead. And that one stays up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's a called strike.
Another one of our favorite 3-0 strikes. I think that one actually we did catch a little bit of the outside zone, but
so it's 3-1. Carter leans in, gets the sign, comes set, and pitches. And an off-speed pitch. And Andrews waved at it and missed. Andrews, the catcher for Marquette. And the count is full 3-2 as Evan Fitzgerald, the center fielder, waits on deck. And he got him. Andrews knew it. Andrews was walking back to the dugout before that one was in the catcher's glove. And a strikeout looking. And that's the second out of the inning.
The center
Andrews was
fielder,
trying
number 11,
to take his free base
Evan
on the 3-0
Fitzgerald.
pitch, and then it just went downhill in the at-bat from there. He was waiting to draw that walk, and then by the time the ball came over, he was well on his way to the dugout.
I think maybe Carter dropped down a little on that one. He's got kind of a 3/4 delivery.
Yep.
And that one is a ball outside to Evan Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's been on base twice, an error on Isles and an error on the shortstop Hughes. And that pitch is a breaking ball that had him leaning back and dropped in there.
A lot of movement
Yep.
on that breaking pitch, and you think Fitzgerald's luck's about to run out in this one. You know, reaching on errors twice doesn't happen too often.
Yeah.
So.
Next pitch is a swing
There it
and a
is
miss.
again. And Carter's got the off speed working right now.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Carter is 1 strike away from working around that 1-out double, and he steps off. Looks back at the runner and delivers, and there's a swing and a high fly ball. Sends the outfielders back. The center fielder, Lester, is over, reaches up, makes the catch, and that ends the inning.
Fly out to the center fielder, Garrett Lesser. For
1-out double is wasted.
In the top of the 6th, Mustangs score
Marquette
no runs.
leaves a runner on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Man left
It's
on base.
6-3 Mustangs. Back with more after this on Republic
5.5
Tiger
innings of play. Your score
Sports.
remains Mustangs 6, Tigers 3.
Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet their customers' needs with a level of service and communication that no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for Republic will be
Bottom of the sixth
right
inning for the
fielder, number
Tigers.
5,
It'll
Andrew
be
Schroeder.
9, 1, and 2 in the order. Schroeder, Sandridge, Ellison due up. And Schroeder steps in from the right side. First pitch is up high, a ball from Josh Lee. Lee came in the last inning and allowed 2 base runners, but not a run. And there's a sky-high fly ball into shallow left field, and the shortstop ranges back and grabs it. And that's Harris, and he makes the play, and there's 1 gone here in the 6th.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 24, Connor
Now it's
Sandridge.
and he's already been on twice tonight, and gotta think this might be his last at bat in this one if it keeps up. So might be down to it here for Sandridge. It's time to start something if you're Connor Sandridge and the Tigers.
Yep, Sandridge swings and misses. Back to the top of the order. He singled, stole a base, and was stranded. Got on a fielder's choice and was stranded earlier in the game. Grounded out to second as well. So he is 1 for 3. And he takes a strike, and he's in the hole 0-2. And he swings and misses at a fastball. That was a great at-bat by the pitcher.
That was quick work.
Josh Lee used the curveball on the inside corner to freeze him
Now
for
batting,
the second strike,
left
and then he
fielder,
went to the
number 1,
fastball on the outside,
Gunnar Ellison.
and Sandra just kind of waved at it, couldn't do anything with it.
Working backwards, using the fastball as the put away pitch.
Yep, and Ellison steps in, and a ball on him, 1-0. Ellison has been on base 3 times and make it 4 times. Another single for Ellison, 3 base hits and a walk for him, and he's at first base. Ball got away, but he will stay at first.
Yeah, bobble in left field and then an overthrow coming in, so I thought on one of those Ellison might be able to take it, and Ellison I'm not sure that he found his way on base in that first game today. Maybe just once. I could be mistaken, but I think he was one of the ones that
Now batting,
struggled
the third baseman, number
to get
7,
on base in that first
Gavin
game. So
Beckner.
Yeah, he walked in that last inning, that rally in the 8th. So that was the only time. He was 0 for 3 going into that.
Nice bounce back game for Gunnar Ellison.
He had his on-base percentage was something like .540 coming into the day.
That's not bad.
And he's doing better than that now. He's 1 for 4, and now he's 5 for 8.
Yeah,
today.
That'll do. That's
in the
good.
on-base percentage. There's a grounder back to the pitcher. Easy throw over to first, and the side is retired. Beckner hit it hard back up the middle, but Marquette makes the play, and we've played 6 at the end of 6. It's 6-3 Mustangs.
Tigers score
Back
no
with the
runs
7th inning
on
after
1
this
hit,
timeout
no errors, 1
on
runner
Republic
left on
Tiger
base.
Sports.
After 6 complete innings.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with 1 tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
There was a time when these kids didn't have access to health care at school. If they needed a doctor, someone had to take them. Not anymore. In more than 15 counties throughout Missouri, Cox Health now offers virtual visits in school, so parents won't have to change plans or leave work to get their kids quality care. And kids, well, they can get back to school and learning and thriving. Virtual visits in schools from Cox Health. It's the right thing.
Leadoff hitter Sean Keegan steps in to lead off the 7th inning for Marquette. And he took a ball and then leans back from another one from Landon Carter. Carter in his second inning of work pitched around a one-out double in the sixth, and we'll try to keep the score 6-3 here in the top of the seventh. Second pitch is a ball, and it's 2-0 to Sean Keegan. Keegan doubled to lead off the game, ripped the ball into right center field, and he came around to score the first run of the game. Scored again after singling in the third inning and had an RBI, and that is ball 4. I only thought that was 3.
No, that was a quick 4-pitch walk.
Okay, yeah, I was looking down at my scorebook and I missed a pitch.
The shortstop, number 2, Max
runner at
Harris.
first base.
And Carter, as you said, a great sixth inning of work out there on the mound, but not the ideal start in the seventh.
Harris squared to bunt. The ball was way outside. It's a wild pitch, and we're going to get a runner trying to go to third, and I think they got him. He stretched it, and they call him safe. And Beckner says, what's going on? I don't know.
He must have got a hand in there because the ball definitely beat him over there. Third base coach immediately signals safe, but, he's not really an unbiased source over there down the line. So
watch the whole thing again. Not really going to be able to tell anything, I don't think.
Ball beats him there by plenty, but then I don't know if Beckner just missed on the left arm or what exactly the deal was there, but
hard to say. No argument. And there's a ball deep to left center field. It's going to roll all the way to the warning track and picked up at the base of the fence by Lester, and it turns out that didn't really matter much now that Harris has hit the triple. So the extra base wasn't really necessary. Harris jacked that one all the way to the fence. A triple. And so a walk, a triple, an RBI for Harris.
Now batting the third baseman, number 4, Dominic Anselmo.
And the score is 7-3. And Dominic Anselmo steps in, and he takes a second ball. It's the first ball, 1-0. Ball 2 now, and Carter struggling with his control after a good sixth inning. Marquette has scored a run here in the seventh and has a runner at third with nobody out. That's Max Harris. Dominic Anselmo, the third baseman. And a strike.
Almost got Anselmo and then caught the inside corner apparently on the end of it.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. Anselmo flied out to right, walked and scored in the third, struck out looking in the fifth. And he waits for the next pitch from Carter. That one is way outside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Dominic Anselmo. Darion Lay is on deck, the first baseman. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Nope, 2-2 is the count. So I guess that last pitch fooled us. I guess he called it a strike.
Falling apart up here.
And that pitch is outside, 3-2. Must have been, couldn't have been that pitch. Must have been one earlier that was a strike.
I'll say the ball outside call is still, if you're not totally paying attention to it, it's still an arm out on the right side, so we could have caught one of those off guard. That
one's a breaking pitch that drops in there, and that is a strike. And there's 1 out. That's a big strikeout with the runner at third, and Carter could use 1 more to keep the runner right there.
Now batting the first baseman, number 5,
obviously,
Darion Lay.
Sacrifice fly still in play, which is 1 out, and then anything on the infield, if it's hitting the right spot, will do the trick too. And Carter obviously looking to limit that one, and going into the bottom of the seventh looks a lot better down 4 than 5.
Swing and a miss by Lay to start the at-bat. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the bottom of the seventh inning. Harrington, Burks, and Isles. And a breaking pitch, and Lay turned away from it, and it dropped in. Second strike of the at-bat. And, when Carter looks good, he looks good.
Yeah, he's snapping off that kind of slider, curveball, whatever you want to call it, and there's a lot of movement on that pitch whenever he really gets the release point right.
And that one just missed outside.
Yeah, almost got the swing on it.
Yeah,
on it too.
2-2.
Once you get the call looking on one of those breaking pitches, then you see spin coming out of the hand, then you're thinking you might have to be pulling the trigger on it. And that one, smart play there to lay off. And that one's in there, so it doesn't matter.
Froze him and struck him out. And that's the second out. And that's just what he needed with the runner at third and nobody out. He struck out the next two batters, and the runner's still there. And now he's got to take advantage of that with Alex Muscle coming to the plate, the designated hitter.
Now batting the
is
designated
1
hitter,
for 3 with a run
27,
scored.
Alex Muscle.
Singled and scored as part of that 5-run rally in the third. And he takes a ball on the outside, just off the outside corner. 1-0. Ball 2. And ball 3. Alex Muscle with a 3-0 count. Let's see if he's taking. Nope, he's swinging, and he rips it foul, way out of play, down the right side.
He got the barrel out to that one, just a little bit out in front of that breaking pitch,
Yeah.
and he yanked that one down the line. That was out in a hurry.
And a called strike 2. Tomorrow's games, 10 o'clock at Willard against Jackson. And then the 5:30 game against Glendale, also at Willard. Ball gets away from Woods, and in to score comes Max Harris, and down to first goes Alex Muscle. So he got the 2 strikeouts he needed and couldn't finish off the inning. Muscle down to first, and Harris comes in to score, and it's 8-3.
Now batting the left fielder,
Where
number
is
6,
Jackson
Grant
located?
Peters.
Jackson is way down in southeast, kind of along the Mississippi River down in southeast
In the heel
Missouri.
area.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all the way down in the boot heel, but it's down in southeast. I believe Jackson lost to Webb City in football, state football in the semifinals or finals this year. 1-0, and the next pitch is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Grant Peters. Peters is 0 for 3, batting with Alex Muscle on first base and 2 outs.
Well, it was really a down year for Webb City football, so.
Yeah, yeah. Down year, they only won, right? 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Carter trying to get out of the inning, and that breaking pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. So a 10 o'clock game tomorrow at Willard against Jackson, a 5:30 game against Glendale. Neither one of those will be live streamed. We will pick up with the live streams next week. We'll have coverage of those games afterwards, but no live streams. And the curveball gets him. That thing looked like a wiffle ball coming in. And Peters is down on strikes for the second time in a row. But Marquette adds 2 runs. They stretch their lead to 8-3. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Tigers will need a big rally
after
to come back.
6.5 innings of play.
They did it once.
Mustangs 8,
scored 3 runs in the 8th.
3.
A taller task tonight than they had against Lebanon in the 8th inning this afternoon, but we'll see if they can do it after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.
Looking to sell or trade your car? Pettiger Chevrolet may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Pettiger Chevrolet has the knowledge with no hassle or gimmicks to make your car shopping experience easy. Don't settle for what's left on a lot. Check out our selection of quality local trades at Pettiger Chevrolet, and we may buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Pettiger Chevrolet in Republic, or view the complete inventory at PettigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300.
Trace Harrington leads things off in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers trailing 8-3, and he needs to get things started by getting on base. First pitch was a ball. Second one is high. That's ball 2. Third inning of work for Josh Lee, the Marquette pitcher. And a swing and a grounder to the third baseman, and it goes under his glove. That's a base hit for Harrington, and he's on base for the second time. Second hit of the game for him. And he leads things off with a single and brings up Tyler Burks.
Now batting,
Burks
the
0
first
for
baseman,
3. He's
number
reached
13,
twice on.
Tyler Burks.
No, he's 0 for 2 and reached on. No. He's thought that was a walk, but it was a single. He's one for 3.
There we go.
There was an error on that square, but he had a single and then went to second base on the error.
That's right.
So that's what was throwing me off. So Burks is 1 for 3, and he bats with nobody out. And he swings and misses at the first one. No balls, 1 strike to Tyler Burks. Tigers are going to need to just about bat around.
Yeah.
And the breaking pitch is inside. 1-1. That rally in the afternoon game against Lebanon seemingly came out of nowhere. They hadn't done much of anything, and looked like the chances of them scoring 3 runs after being shut out for 7 innings were not very good, but they did it with the help of a wild stretch by Lebanon pitching.
Always helps.
You never know what's going to happen, and there's a hit batter. And
well, that was part of it.
That happened to Burks. And a hit batsman.
Burks has been a magnet out there today. I think that's the 3rd time he's been hit by a pitch.
Yeah, I think you're right. So runners at first and second, and Cole Isles comes up. Still nobody out.
Now batting.
I'm not going to start getting excited yet.
Number 10,
that's a long way to go.
Cole Isles.
I mean, I'm always a little bit excited when I'm watching baseball, but I'm not going to get extra excited until they get a couple more guys on.
Less excited when it's this cold outside, though.
Yeah, well, I'd be less excited if I were outside.
That's true. Hey, you're not over here in front of this screen window.
Nobody out.
You can feel the breeze from here, I'm telling you.
2 runners on base, and the first pitch to Isles is a strike. Isles has struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. And he swings and misses at a breaking pitch that was down in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes.
Got caught guessing on that one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Garrett Lester is on deck.
Ooh.
And that one just missed.
I'm surprised he did not get.
I'm surprised he didn't get punched out on that.
Yeah, me too.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, and that one's low. Ball 2.
Got some good takes here from Miles. A couple of really close pitches with 2 strikes in the count, and well, that's the ones where the umpires really like to ring you up.
Yeah.
Late in the game, down a bunch, and you're not swinging the bat.
Next one is that one's a strike, and Isles knew it. He turned around and went back to the dugout before the arm was even up, and he strikes out for the 3rd time. And he finishes 0 for 4.
Now batting the center fielder.
Lightning
number
strikes here in the
27,
bottom of the 7th inning.
Garrett Lester.
And a couple of Tigers sitting on hat tricks on the day today and just having a tough time here with this Marquette pitching staff.
Lester has struck out once, looking in the 3rd. And the first pitch to him here is a strike. Batting with runners on 1st and 2nd. Lester singled and scored in the 2nd inning, walked and was stranded in the 5th. And the next pitch to him is on the inside corner. That's strike 2. And he's 1 strike away from having to have a seat. Breaking pitch, and he laid off. That was not easy to lay off of.
Great 0-2 pitch there from Lee.
Well,
ball looking for that outside corner.
Just as you said that, I realized, no, that is Lee. Okay. I thought I had the.
Thank you.
I thought I saw a new number, but it was not. It is Lee still out there. Swing, and he fights it off. Hits it foul outside of 3rd.
Really going to call me out on that one at this point in the game.
Well, I was
no one was about to
only
notice
because
that.
only because I was about to correct myself because I thought I had it wrong, but then it turned out it was not a pitching change that we missed. 1-2, and another pitch fought off by Garrett Lester. Lester and Ellison, a couple of outfielders, young outfielders, new to the varsity level, have had good starts to the season. And Isles new in the outfield out there as well. And a swing and a miss by Lester. Waved at it and couldn't make contact, and he's down on strikes. That's the 2nd strikeout of the inning, 2nd strikeout of the night by Lester. And Devin Hughes is the last hope for the Tigers.
Actually, they're going to bring in, I think that's Ace McWaters.
Yep, it is, McWaters.
Sorry to correct you like that, but
that's okay.
Now batting.
Hadn't looked up.
Number 18.
That's the price to pay when you score keep.
Even at home, I think people would know that you can tell the difference between Ace McWaters and
that's a good point.
Devin Hughes. And the first pitch is a ball to Ace McWaters. So McWaters pinch hits here in the 7th. Want to know the count? And there's a swing and a long fly ball to left field, but it's into the wind, and it's going to hang up and be caught right in front of the fence. McWaters almost jacked it out of here.
Yeah, wind not doing him any favors.
Yep, any other night, and that one might have been gone. Instead, it's just a long fly out, and the game is over.
1 hit.
Tigers fail to score in the bottom of the 7th, and they lose it here 8-3. We will take a break and be back to wrap up the broadcast after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Tigers 3. With the win, the Mustangs improve their record to 3-2.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And again this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we take a look at the stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. ERCPA named to Accounting Today's 2020 Best Accounting Firms to Work For. You can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnager Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
Well, the Tigers lose it 8-3. Each team scored a run in the first inning. A single run by the Tigers in the second made it 2-1 Republic, but that was the last time they would lead. A 5-run third made it 6-2. Tigers scored a single run in the bottom of the third. That made it 6-3. It stayed that way until the top of the 7th when the Mustangs tacked on 2 more.
Tigers 3.
And that accounted for the final score of 8-3. Winning pitcher, Rusty Graves. Losing pitcher, Cole Isles. Tigers fall to 3-2, and Marquette improves to 3-2, and both teams will continue their participation in the Leadoff Classic tomorrow at Willard. Again, no live streams, but the Tigers will play at 10 a.m. against Jackson. Bundle up if you're going over there. And then they will play at 5:30 p.m. against Glendale. Neither one of those will be live on YouTube on our Republic Tiger Sports YouTube channel. That's going to do it for our split doubleheader coverage today. Tigers win one against Lebanon 3-2 in 8 innings, and they lose it 8-3 to Marquette here in the nightcap. For Jack Cook, I'm David Brazil. Thanks for watching Tiger Baseball on Republic Tiger Sports.